Jeff, thank you. Finishing in 9th place, our NASCAR Winston Cup Series Rookie of the Year, driver of the number 29 GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet, Kevin Harvick.
Thrust into the national spotlight in February, the 2001 Raybestos Rookie of the Year quickly found success. In just his third NASCAR Winston Cup start, the 26-year-old edged his way to his first Winston Cup Series win at Atlanta in March. While competing full-time for car owner Richard Childress on both the NASCAR Busch Series and Winston Cup Series, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet driver maintained his focus, scoring 6 top 10 finishes during the season's first half, including a 7th at Texas in April and a 2nd at Charlotte in May. While fellow Raybestos Rookie of the Year candidates Kurt Busch, Casey Atwood, Ron Hornaday, Jason Leffler, and Andy Houston proved worthy, Harvick squeezed to victory at the inaugural race at Chicagoland, adding to his rookie-leading 17th Rookie of the Race honors. Runner-up showings at Bristol in August and Richmond in September solidified Harvick as a Winston Cup star. With crew chief Kevin Hamlin by his side, Harvick rallied to his 6th top 3 finish of the season at Atlanta in November, distinguishing Harvick as the first driver in NASCAR history to capture the Busch Series championship while finishing in the top 10 of the Winston Cup Series standings. Collecting 2 wins, 6 top 5s, and 16 top 10s. Please welcome driver of the Richard Childress-owned GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, from Bakersfield, California, our 2001 Raybestos Rookie of the Year, Kevin Harvick.
Ready to go, man? Kevin, it has been quite a year. Let's see, you got married, then you won the NASCAR Busch Series Championship. You got another little award coming up here in just a minute from now that I'll let somebody else talk about, and you finished with only 35 races, 9th in the NASCAR Winston Cup point standings this year. It's truly been a remarkable year for you. I have to tell the story. Next year, hopefully he'll feel like he's on vacation when there's really only one series to run. But he's not known by everybody yet. My wife was riding down in the elevator earlier with him tonight, and she got on, and a number of people from Richard Childress Racing were there. And she said hello to people, and she turned to Kevin and said, 35, please, literally thinking he was the elevator operator. And he complied, so hopefully people will know who you are now, particularly my wife, wherever she's sitting out there. Congratulations on a 9th place finish. It's been a remarkable year for you. I've got not only your 9th place award, but also a check from you from NASCAR in Winston in the amount of $484,469.
Appreciate it. You can't speak yet. Quiet. This is part of your rookie stripe. You have to know when you're supposed to talk and when you're not. Here to present. Let me see that again.
Well, I brought this just in case I had any mistakes, so I'm just going to put this on the front of the podium. Last time I can use this for an excuse.
All right, well, here's your last official act as a rookie. Here to present the Raybestos Rookie of the Year Award, please welcome the Vice President of Marketing for Dana Brake and Chassis, Mr. Kevin Judge.
Good evening, and thank you, Alan. On behalf of Raybestos, the official brakes of NASCAR, and the Dana Corporation, it is a great pleasure that I present the 2001 Raybestos Rookie of the Year Award of $50,000 and an original Jeannie Barnes portrait to Kevin Harvick. Kevin would be first to tell you that he did not replace the legendary Dale Earnhardt, a former rookie himself, but he just took over the driver's seat in a time of need at Richard Childress Racing. I think all of you would agree with me, like our friends here in New York and all that they have been through, Kevin has done an outstanding job this year. Kevin, on behalf of Raybestos and NASCAR, congratulations on a tremendous rookie year.
Thank you. Well, if I mess up, I got an excuse sitting on the front, so built in. I want to thank Winston and Raybestos for everything they do for our series and support everything that we do to the fullest extent. When this year started, the two biggest things I had on my to-do list were to get married and win the Busch Series championship. Thankfully, I can put a check mark beside both of those things. But by standing here in front of you, something more got added to my list this year, under circumstances none of us could ever imagined. Since I was a kid, it was always my dream to race with Dale Earnhardt. And when the opportunity came from RCR to be his teammate, even though it was in the Busch Series, I can't tell you what that meant. Me, this punk kid, would be driving for the same team as the greatest stock car driver to ever sit in the seat of a race car. My dream to race with my hero was taken away from me for reasons none of us will ever understand. But what he and Richard had built over the years was strong enough to give a no-name rookie like me the confidence to go out and race how I wanted to race. I want to thank Richard for putting up with me and Judy for putting up with it all. They believe I had what it takes to compete with the best of the best. I know there had to be times when you questioned your decision because I didn't always do and say the right things, and my competitive spirit pushed things to the edge. But I hope you know how proud and honored I am to drive your race cars. A big thanks to everyone at RCR, and especially your families, for understanding the circumstances of running both series and pulling together as one. And Kevin Hamlin, thank you for toughing it out with me. Your experience taught me a lot this year, whether I wanted to admit it or not. We couldn't have crisscrossed the country and logged more than 21,000 miles on the racetrack this year without the help of our sponsors, but I still haven't found a place to cash in my RCR frequent flyer miles yet. Thank you to GM Goodwrench, AC Delco, Chevrolet, Sonic, Snap-on, Bass Pro Shops, Realtree, Hershey, Purdue Chicken, Coca-Cola, Goodyear, Van Camp's Beans, Nabisco, Action, Safety Clean, Ronnie Hopkins Chassis, and Unical. Thanks to NASCAR for giving us all the opportunity to do what we love to do. Darby, you might want to keep my seat warm in the big red trailer. Even though the yellow stripe is gone, I'm sure you'll be seeing me soon. I want to thank all the race fans for standing behind us. You've made it easier for us to come to the racetrack every weekend, and I promise I'm getting to your fan mail as quick as I can. A special thank you to my best friend Delana, who stood beside me through all the flights, the races, the people, the ups, the downs, and the times I should have shut my mouth, and the times when things were going right. I love you, and I promise I'll take you on a honeymoon that's not in Atlanta. To Jeff Gordon, congratulations on a championship year. I only hope our Goodwrench team can be as fortunate in the years to come. But you know, there's plenty of other places to sit around here. Teresa, Carrie, Dale Jr., Kelly, and Taylor, you've had an unbelievably tough year, and I admire your strength and determination and appreciate the support you've given not only to myself, but also the 29 car. On behalf of myself and everyone at RCR, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you in Daytona.
Take that rookie stripe with you, Kevin.